Hi, first graders. This week we're talking again about making comparisons to compare things. And remember, when we compare, it means talking about how things are the same and how they're different. So the first thing I want to do today is I want to read a story. And it's a story about two friends who live on different continents. They live on opposite sides of the country, of the world. One lives in the United States and one lives in India. And they're talking about how their lives and their families and their houses are the same and how they're different. Okay, so I want to read that first, and then I want to talk about a way that we can compare with people that we know. Okay, so let's start with our story. Our story is called Same, Same but Different. So here is the boy in the story, and here is his friend who lives on the other side of the world. Okay, same, same but different. So let's see how their lives are the same, and let's see how they're different. Let's compare. So in art class, I painted a picture of my world. My teacher mailed it across the oceans. This is my world. So this is the boy who lives in the United States. He created this blue world with, there's the United States right in the middle and a flag. A boy drew back with colors of the sea. And he said, this is my world. Same, same but different. P.S. Who are you? So the boy drew back a picture. It is also round. This is his Earth, the way he sees Earth. But he has a nice river here and animals. So their pictures are the same, right? There are things that are the same. They're both pictures of the Earth. They're both round, but they're different, right? My name is Elliot, and I love to climb trees. So this is the one friend who lives here in the United States in his treehouse. And maybe we recognize some things like squirrels and the red leaves that come in the fall. And there's Elliot. My name is Kailash, and I love to climb trees too. Same, same but different. So Kailash also loves to climb trees. But do his trees look the same? They don't. They look different. I even see a monkey in his tree. That is different. That is my tree house where I like to play. I live in a red brick building with my mom, dad, and baby sister. So Elliot, there's Elliot's family. He has a mom and a dad and a baby sister. And Kailash says, I live with my family too, all 23 of us. My mom, my dad, my sister, my brother, my grandfather, aunties, uncles, and cousins. So they both have families. They both live with their families, but their families are different, huh? One of them has a very big family and they live all together. One of them just lives with his mom and his dad and his sister. Same, same but different. And Kailash lives with all of their animals. Look at all those animals. And Elliot says, hey, I've got animals too. I have pets too, but not nearly as many as you. Same, same but different. So it looks like Elliot has a dog and fish. So they both have animals, but their animals are different, right? And Elliot asks, P.S., what does it look like where you live? So then Kailash says, a great river flows through my village. Peacocks dance under trees shaped like umbrellas. The sun is giant and especially hot here. So Kailash says we have a river and big trees, and it's very hot. And if you could look at Kailash way over here, he is sweating because it is hot where he lives. Is that like where we live? Or is it maybe a little different? And Elliot says, ooh, this looks a little bit more like Rochester, right? In my city, the sun hides behind tall buildings. Buildings as tall as the sky. Taxis, buses, and cars fill the streets. So we have trees here too, but Elliot lives in a city with tall buildings. That's a little different, huh? The places where they live. And Kailash says, here, there are few cars and still too much traffic. Same, same but different. So they have traffic too where they live, but their traffic is donkeys and camels and elephants. And a couple little cars. There's one up there and one here. Traffic. They both have traffic, but their traffic looks a little different, huh? Elliot says, I ride my bus to school with my friends. So Elliot rides a bus that when we go to school, that looks a lot like how we get to school, right? We ride a bus. And Kailash says, so do I. Same but different. And look at Kailash's bus. Kailash rides a bus to school. So that's his bus. He rides it with his friends. It takes him to school. Those are all things that are the same. But it is a bicycle bus. And it doesn't have windows on it, right? It's open to the air. So it's a bus that's the same, but it's also different, right? This is our alphabet, says Elliot, and you'll recognize this, right? That's what our alphabet looks like. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y, Z. That is our alphabet, right? And Kailash says, this is our alphabet. Same but different. So these are the letters they use to write with, and he can write his name in those letters, and he learns them at school just like we do, but his letters look different, right? My favorite class is art, says Elliot, where I can be anything. Here's Elliot. He's made himself a mask. He loves art, so he goes to school. He has a favorite subject, and his favorite subject is art. But Kailash says, my favorite class is yoga, where I can be anything. Same but different. They both feel like they can be anything they want to be in their favorite class. But Elliot's favorite class is art, and Kailash's favorite class is yoga. This is how my friends and I say hello, says Elliot, and he shows, maybe this is how you say hello to some of your friends with a special handshake. A shake, a secret spiral, a snap, and a bump, right? Many of us might say hi to our friends with a fist bump. That's how Elliot says hello to his friends. Kailash says, this is how my friends and I say hello. And they clasp their hands, and they bow their heads, and they say, namaste. Same but different. So they both say hello to their friends in a special way. But that special way looks a little different. We're best friends, even though we live in two different worlds. So they're both drawing, they're both outside, they're both near trees, but it's different, right? And then it says, or do we? So there's so many things that are the same about where they live. They have pets, and they live with their families, and the things that they love to do, and how they get to school. But those things all look just a little bit different. And when we compare friends, that's kind of what we're saying. So they're saying different, but the same. So we take two things and we talk about how they are the same and how they are different. So what I'd like you guys to do now is I would love for you to think about your best friend. Who is your best friend? And what about you is the same? And what about you is different? So when I think about my best friend, we're both girls. That's the same. We live in the same town. That's the same. She is a doctor, and I am a teacher. That is different, right? That's different. So I would love for you to think about your best friend and think about some things that are the same and some things that are different. Make a comparison, and I would love to hear about it.